Hi all, it's me Aki from Bring Forth. This will be set 17 part 5 and I will discuss the Reptilians. So Reptilians are an alien group that lives on the Earth as far as most of the alien enthusiasts are concerned, and they lived on Earth before we did, so they are one of the original inhabitants of the planet. Now, they are, as far as I'm concerned, a artifact or perhaps a echo is the right word, but either way they are a being from the lower center of the brain, the base center, what we call the reptilian brain, which is our survival instinct brain. They are a group that you can easily contact. They are a group that takes no effort to hide themselves like the psychopaths, and they are quite open about their presence. They are content to be animals, and they will always use other people as much as they can. They are users. They are people who take others for granted and will do anything in their power to basically improve their own life at the expense of everyone else. They are the reptilian brain, the psychopaths. They are, according to most myths, living in the center of the Earth. This is because there is most likely a misunderstanding about the use of geothermal energy. And they lived in the continents of Atlantis and Lemuria. Now, Atlantis is most likely the islands of the Bahamas, where the people at that time built a massive amount of wind turbines on the water, and it looked like it was an actual continent instead of just an island. They used the energy they created to make land, kind of like in Waterworld. So these two island regions were very warlike, and they fought with each other much, and they are for that reason known as Lemuria and Atlantis and the reptilian brain. They resided in that area. That is as far as I can tell. I could be wrong about this because I haven't really studied Lemur and Atlantis as much as I should have, but from my understanding that is what happened. They created this system of energy which they used to create more land from the sea, to split the ocean and live on basically the land that they generated out of the ocean. They are very close to humanity, and this is one of those groups which may be misunderstood by us because we are also an evil race for the most part. So it's possible that we are misunderstanding them and they are actually positive, but this is fairly unlikely from what I have seen. They are fairly openly in contact with the world leaders, and they are fairly well known. The banking system and several other of these abusive systems are most likely designed by these people. And unlike what the traditional anti-Jew writings says, they are not from the Middle East. They are from the Pacific and the Atlantic island regions, and they most likely use geothermal energy and wind energy to generate land, and they have very little to do with the historic Jews. Now, for the modern day versions, I have no idea, because from what I can tell, they are in contact with almost every form of world leader, and when you start to accumulate power, you start to accumulate reptoids, because they are interested in using you and abusing you. So that is about the size of it, and I will be continuing to make these updates about the various alien groups that I hear about online and what I know about them. When talking about the Reptilians, I would study the Snakemen from XCOM lore and their takeover of the sectoid galaxy of NC1101 into IC1101. And I would study the historical transmission there as the hidden history and see what you see and find.